Hello everyone, and welcome to the 30th and potentially the final episode of the Chess this week. Starting with the main event, the World Championship match between Legend and Jan Nepomuceno. Now, this match continued to be a thriller with both the players trading one win after another. But at the end of 9 games, Jan Nepomuceno has taken a lead with a score of 5-4 thanks to his win in the 7th game. Now, despite a couple of draws in the games 8 and 9, the games continue to be fighting. In the 8th game, Legend was the one who was winning with the white pieces, but Jan Nepomuceno managed to defend in a seesaw game. And in game 9, which has been the longest game of the match so far, it was Jan Nepomuceno who was pressing with the white pieces, but didn't manage to defend. However, the match took an entirely different turn when at the end of 8th game, Ding's preparation was actually leaked online by a user on Reddit. Now, this Reddit post contains games between two 1500s on Lee Chess, one of which is 2700 and Bullet and Blitz, and it followed the game 8 of Nepo Ding completely, including brilliant idea by Ding's team with Rook A2. Now, it's pretty much conclusive that these accounts were probably used by Ding and his second Richard Rapport for training games before the World Championship match, and it remains to be seen how much of an impact this will have on the match itself. This is going to be quite interesting. Now, in game 9, since the league, the first game since the league, Ding didn't manage to have that many problems with the black pieces who managed to draw comfortably. But having said that, it's actually more challenging to find the familiars with the white pieces. And if Jan can see what is coming, that will be a massive game changer in the remaining games of the match, with 5 games to go and Ding having 3 games with the white pieces in verse 5. Now, the other strong event, which is alongside the World Championship match, a side event in the same city in Astana, Kazakhstan, is the Sati Zultis Cup. Now, this is a rapid and blitz tournament. The rapid tournament being held amongst 12 players with 11 rounds, and the blitz being a double round robin with the same 12 players but with 20 rounds. And at the end of the rapid tournament, it was Arjun Erigaisi who won the tournament super convincingly with a massive 1.5 point difference between him and the second place Levon Aronian. Now, this was a fabulous performance by Arjun Erigaisi, and with this, he also processed 2700 in all the different rating formats: classical, rapid, and blitz. Now, Arjun was not the only Indian in action. There are also a number of strong grandmasters playing right now in Spain once again in the Sunway 4-man tournament. Now, there are 2 Sunway Open tournaments in a year. One is the Sunway Switches, which happens in December, and the other one is the Sunway 4-man. And at the end of 4 rounds, it's Aryan Chopra and Arvind Chidambaram who are in joint lead with 3.5 out of 4. However, it's not just Arvind's score which has been impressive, but take a look at this Queen Sacrifice. Arvind just unleashed Queen B3 here, and if white captures the queen, it's 92 B3 checkmate. Now, despite the World Championship match, it was this move which was perhaps the most popular move on the day of this game. Arvind has been brilliant, and in fact, our communication reads congrats, thank you, almost every 2 months, because that's how brilliant Arvind has been. And he's probably a bit underrated at the moment, but I do hope that he really catches up to his full potential soon. And the Sati Zultis Cup was not the only side event to the World Championship match, but there was also a Team World versus Team Kazakhstan match happening. This was a match consisting of several top women players, and the world defeated Kazakhstan in this close match. Now, the world won with a scoreline of 73-55, but the scoreline doesn't paint the complete picture, and this was a pretty close fight between the 2 teams. The world team consisted of our Indian stars, Harika, Savita Shri, and also one of the best women players in the history of chess, Hui Fan, along with several other esteemed women players from across the world. And the Kazakhstan lineup was also led by some pretty strong players, including Visara Asadieva, Abdul Malik Zanzaya, and the best of Kazakhstan, women players. That's this episode of the Chess this week. If you like this episode, then do hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and see you all. I'm not sure when. Bye bye.